cooking. Today we're going to make quick chicken. It's a recipe that you can throw together real quick. It might take you 5 to 15 minutes to prepare, but it's really good. The ingredients for the quick chicken calls for salt, pepper, flour, seasoning, and this is anything you want to taste to put on your chicken. The secret behind this recipe you will discover in a few minutes, but let's get started in putting it together. First, I will take the chicken breast that has been washed and I'm going to place it into the bag. Now I cleaned this chicken before I start preparing it so it will have all the fat removed from it. And then I'm going to take my rolling pin, or you can use a mallet, and you're going to beat it. Just hit it a quick couple of times. Flip it over. This will help tenderize the chicken. And once I've done that, set it to the side, and now I'm going to place my spices on my chicken. So I'm going to use a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic. This is all going inside the bag. A little bit of paprika to coat it just a little bit. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of onion powder. And then a little bit of poultry seasoning. If you don't have all of these spices in your cabinet, you can also just use salt and pepper. Again, we're going to mix it up really good. Now I'm going to take a tablespoon of oil and place also into my bag with my chicken. I'm going to use olive oil. I might use a little bit more than a tablespoon. I'm going to mix it again. I'm going to beat it just a little bit more. Okay, once I finish beating it, I'm going to remove the chicken breast, and then I have some breadcrumbs. Now that's the way you should do it, but I do it this way. I take my breadcrumbs and I'll just sprinkle it into the chicken with this. And lightly coat it. Extra one gets in here. And that's about a cup of breadcrumbs that I used. Now behind me I have my skillet heating, and I'm going to place my chicken in the skillet. I turn my skillet to medium. Let my butter melt. I'm bringing over my bag that I shook my chicken up in, and I'm going to place my chicken breast into a heated skillet. Let it brown. We're going to let it brown in the skillet in the butter. And in this skillet, I put about 3 tablespoons of butter, and then I used a tablespoon of olive oil with it. And I used that so that my butter didn't burn, and also to give it a little bit extra flavoring with the olive oil. So I'm going to let it sizzle. This might take about 10 to 15 minutes, but the most you want to cook this is about 10 minutes. Now it's beginning to cook a little bit now. You can see the butter, and it's flavoring the chicken. And I'm sharing with you guys because this is really a very good recipe. It's very easy and it's really tasty. So you can see the breadcrumbs, and I'm slowly, I guess I'm sealing in the juices. I'm sealing in the meat. And so I'm going to cook 5 minutes on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over and cook 5 minutes on the other side. And you probably ask, how do you know it's done? Well, if this is just the preparation part of me preparing the chicken, I generally just brown it in the skillet, and then once it's finished running for the other 5 minutes, I'm going to place it into my oven at 375 degrees. I'm going to leave it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Now we're finished cooking it for 5 minutes. I'm going to turn off my burner, and I'm going to place it into a preheated oven at 375 for 15 minutes. Okay? I'm putting it in the oven for 15 minutes because it helps me to seal in my juices for the chicken. Because I didn't want to fry, sometimes when you brown a chicken or you have a chicken breast, it comes out dry. This is a little secret I learned, that if you place it in the, you sear in the juices and then place it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes, and let's wait. From the oven. You hear it still sizzling, and we'll just place it. Nice. One. Okay. Thank you for a little bit of cooking. We'll see you again soon.